Ya la 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 la, ya la la, ya la la la. Boker Tov, a beautiful, new, and good morning. This week we are continuing to work our way through Psukei de Zimra, the Psalms of Praise, a core part of our morning service. And this morning we pick up with the final psalm in this section of Psalms 145 through 50, known as Daily Hallel. It is also, not coincidentally, the final psalm in the book of Psalms. And in some ways, it is a conclusion to that book that encapsulates the heart of that book. Again, I'll be using mostly the translation from Richard Levy's Psalms Ascending. Psalm 150 is short. It is essentially a litany of praise. Speaks of how we sing praise to God, how the angels sing praise to God, and goes on to focus on praising God with all kinds of instruments. More on that in a moment. The final section says, let every breath, kol haneshama, let every breath, or let the soul of all of life sing praise to God. So first I'll read the entire passage in the English. Hallelujah. Sing praise to God in holy array. Sing praise to God in God's heavenly fort. Sing praise to God for the proofs of God's power. Sing praise to God for God's far-reaching might. Sing praise to God in the shofar's tekiah. Sing praise to God in the plucking of lyres. Sing praise to God with a drum and a dance. Sing praise to God with strings and the flute. Sing praise to God with the crashing of cymbals. Sing praise to God with truah on the cymbals. Kol haneshama hallelujah, hallelujah. Let every breath, let the soul of all life, sing praise to God. Hallelujah. In Songs Ascending, Richard Levy offers this beautiful analogy. As he looks through the list of instruments that we use to sing praise, he says this: whoever offers this psalm, which concludes the book of Psalms, becomes the conductor of an orchestra, first by calling together the forces of heaven, and then bringing in a wave with a shofar, a lyre, a drum, other stringed instruments, flutes, cymbals, and the human voice. The conductor also conducts a dance, or perhaps joins in the dance. And like conductors who conduct while playing their instrument, perhaps this conductor plays some of the instruments as well. More importantly, whoever offers this psalm does not merely conduct the orchestra of God's creation, but actually embodies that orchestra, internalizes the orchestra, becomes a living manifestation of God's holy array. In the end, this final psalm reminds us that whether we are calling out from sadness, celebration, terror, despair, joy, or hope, we do not so much sing to God as God sings in us. What a triumphal climax to these 150 songs as they ascend to the source of heaven and earth. So this morning, as we offer our meditation on Psalm 150, imagine yourself the conductor of this great orchestra of praise. How can you see praise and direct that praise through your own soul over the course of the day? What instruments can you muster, and can you play, and can you gather, and can you harmonize and conduct as you go about your day? What are the sources of praise that you can draw upon, and how can you bring them together into a beautiful song? And as Rabbi Hirsch notes, wherever you are, you may be in a place of joy, you may be in a place of frustration, you may be in a place of hope, you may be in a place of despair, you may be in a source of singing songs of praise, you may be in a song, your song may be filled with grief today. But whatever it is, you can lift it up, whatever that emotion is, or that complex mix of emotions may be. It can be a song to God, and it can be God singing through you. I'm going to sing the whole psalm, and then we'll do a little meditation on the final line. And since it says to praise God with drum, I'm going to include that. Hallelujah, 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 Birkia Uzo, hallelujah, Bigurotav, hallelujah, Kerov Kudlo, hallelujah, Kerov Kudlo, hallelujah, 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 beteka shofar, hallelujah, benedictino, hallelujah, betoku macho, hallelujah, beminim beugav, hallelujah, 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 betzilzalei shama, hallelujah, betzilzalei trua, olam shama, hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. So I'd like to now come back for a short meditation using just the final line and a melody that I learned at Congregation Kol HaNeshama in Jerusalem. Their name, of course, comes from this final line, Kol HaNeshama, every breath, every soul. And at each service, they sing this, which is a song containing the name of their community, but it is that meditation. So again, as I sing, how might you make your breath a source of praise? Kol HaNeshama Tehallel, Hallelujah. Kol Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. A few notes for the coming day and tomorrow. We'll have Torah study at noon today. A look at our portion, Tazria Metzora, a Talmud study. It's an ongoing source of learning. You can jump in at any time. Tomorrow at noon. Today is also Yom HaShoah, so it's a day when we hold in our hearts those who died in the Shoah, and in this challenging time, we remember that there have been far more challenging times, and that we have a lot to do to commit ourselves to see that what happened then and has happened again and again, that we put an end to it, to suffering, to genocide. Finally, counting of the Omer. For today, we are on this week of Gevura. Our focus this week is on strength, on power, on limitations, and we focus today on Netzach Shebegevura, on enduring strength, from Rabbi Yael Levi. Netzach Shebegevura, the strength to go forward, the ability to see beyond ourselves, beyond our immediate circumstances, knowing that our actions unfold beyond anything that we can ever see or know. Perform an action today aimed at bringing benefit to others. Hayom 11 Yom Shehem Shavua Echad Ba'arba'a Yamim LaOmer. Today is the 11th day of the Omer, 1 week and 4 days of the Omer.